The human brain is an extraordinary organ. It's the command center of our body. The brain is responsible for everything we do. It controls our thoughts, movements, emotions, and senses. This wrinkled, walnut-shaped structure is a testament to the complexity of the universe within us. The brain is made up of billions of nerve cells. These cells are called neurons. Neurons communicate with each other through electrical and chemical signals. This intricate network allows us to process information. We use this information to interact with the world around us. The brain is divided into two hemispheres. These hemispheres are connected by a bridge of nerve fibers. This bridge is called the corpus callosum. Each hemisphere controls the opposite side of the body. The left hemisphere is often associated with logic and language. The right hemisphere is associated with creativity and spatial awareness. The brain is a delicate organ. It is protected by the skull and layers of protective membranes. Despite its vulnerability, the brain is incredibly resilient. It is constantly adapting and rewiring itself throughout our lives. The cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. It's responsible for our higher-level thinking. This includes things like language, memory, and reasoning. The cerebrum is divided into 4 lobes. Each lobe has a specific function. The frontal lobe is responsible for planning, decision-making, and personality. The parietal lobe processes sensory information like touch, taste, and temperature. The temporal lobe is involved in hearing, language comprehension, and memory. The occipital lobe processes visual information from the eyes. The cerebellum sits at the back of the brain, below the cerebrum. It's much smaller than the cerebrum. The cerebellum is responsible for our balance, coordination, and smooth movements. The brainstem connects the brain to the spinal cord. It controls our most basic life functions. This includes breathing, heart rate, and sleep-wake cycles. The brainstem also acts as a relay center, transmitting information between the brain and the rest of the body. Neurons are the building blocks of the brain. They are specialized cells that transmit information throughout the body. Imagine them as tiny messengers, constantly sending and receiving signals. These signals control everything from our thoughts and movements to our senses and emotions. Neurons have a unique structure that allows them to transmit information efficiently. They have a cell body, dendrites, and an axon. Dendrites receive signals from other neurons. The axon transmits signals to other neurons, muscles, or glands. The connection between two neurons is called a synapse. Signals are transmitted across the synapse using chemical messengers called neurotransmitters. When a signal reaches the end of an axon, it triggers the release of neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters then bind to receptors on the dendrites of the next neuron, transmitting the signal. Our brains are incredibly adaptable. They can change and rewire themselves throughout our lives. This remarkable ability is called brain plasticity, or neuroplasticity. It allows us to learn new skills, form memories, and recover from injuries. When we learn something new, our brains create new connections between neurons. The more we practice a skill, the stronger these connections become. This process is how we form habits and master new abilities. Brain plasticity is also essential for recovery from injuries. When one part of the brain is damaged, other parts can sometimes compensate for the lost function. This is why some stroke survivors can relearn how to walk or talk. Our brains are constantly changing and adapting. This makes them one of the most fascinating and complex organs in the human body.